Hello friends, my name is Brian Williams, and oftentimes, usually I'll just go by the name Otter when I'm on the internet. So basically, I got this company, I got this idea, and I'm going to bring the camera along with me when I'm trying to build some kind of automotive business. So I have a bulletin board in the back here, so I'm going to read off of it. So the company name is Automotive, and we are going to throw spaghetti at the wall and see which one sticks the best. So I've been making bicycle videos for like 3 years, and it's pretty unprofitable. Like, it does make some money, but it's not particularly profitable. So number one, today, we're going to spend 8 hours marketing car repair business. I have a car inspection business, kind of like a pre-inspection business. I've done quite a few of those. They're not quite as intense as fixing cars. They're just kind of looking around cars. I used to be a used car mechanic at a car dealership, so that's very helpful for spotting like body repair stuff. I've flipped cars and made money. We're going to try that. Car consulting. Sometimes rich people just want to talk about their cars, and if you want to pay me to do that, that's cool too. Car content. So this YouTube channel makes $100 a month, which is pretty incredible considering I hardly upload to it. So I did learn from making bicycle videos that I love making videos. So we're going to bring the camera along with me. Networking is probably the number one. If people don't know who you are, network marketing, those two words are probably the most important. So today is Tuesday, December 9th. So I have 30 days to prove that I can build a car repair business. Otherwise, I have to go get a job. And we're already 20 days in, so it's not looking good. So I used ChatGPT this morning to basically come up with a plan. And ChatGPT, you might as well use your own brain, because a lot of times it's super helpful and I like it, but it's pretty dumb. So for my 8-hour day, Tuesday, we have marketing. I'm going to make Facebook ad off of my personal Facebook. It may go against the terms of service and get my personal Facebook deleted, but it has a very good reputation on Marketplace from selling junk around my house, and I never try to rip people off. I always try to be very genuine, disclose problems, etc. We're going to make a Craigslist ad under like repair and stuff. Then we're going to do outreaches. I've already done, so basically I don't want to show you all the phone numbers of these people. But in the last 10 years, I went through my phone, like all the contacts and text messages, and outreach to everyone. And I actually have 3 appointments to fix cars later in the week. And then we're going to go old school and hand out business cards. So I actually have business cards here. So basically, number one, we're going to do Facebook ads. I do have some skills like in Photoshop and stuff, and we got to set timers, 8 hours, and be healthy and bring you along for the ride. And I'm going to get the action camera to go around town and stuff, because the big camera is a lot of work. So welcome to Automotive Garage. So I just spent about an hour making these like advertisement photos, and I think it's going to help it stand out a little bit better on the Craigslist ad. So we got genuine Toyota parts or equivalent. So I think this is a very valid selling point. Like Denso is basically a Toyota filter. So we're going to start out with basic maintenance, because this is the biggest money maker. Genuine parts, so I want to attract good, solid customers that want to invest in their car, not looking for the cheapest one out there. Prius engine repair, these are just famous to blow head gaskets, even though I don't want to do this. Suspension upgrades, so this guy was a speed racer in his Highlander, so we put these more sporty style shocks in there. So this is the type of customer I want to attract. Actually, I spent over an hour on this. Tacoma wheel bearing service. These Tacomas are some of the biggest money makers around. And then we're going to go over to Craigslist, and I lost the listing. So let's take a look at my advertisement here. So it's our first Craigslist ad. Mobile Toyota mechanic. So basically, if the 4Runner, I have a 97 Toyota 4Runner. If it can't pay for itself, I have to sell the 4Runner. So mobile Toyota mechanic, I fix Lexus, Toyotas, factory chain, 10 years dealership experience, specializing with OEM parts. So I just put the burner number in there because I'm really trying to prove the concept before like wasting a bunch of money. So, okay, I got to get out of the office because basically sitting at a desk can only do so much. So I do have a bunch of cars, like a Tesla, so almost free gas. Of course, you have to buy the tires for this car. So I'm gonna go to my friend's coffee shop, do some brainstorming with him with the laptop, and we're doing the old school list. So I have a list of my marketing chores today. So we did Facebook ads, Craigslist ads. I'll do outreach later because I feel like people are more open later in the day, but right now we're doing old school. Okay, so we're going to my friend's coffee shop to do some old school outreach right here.
Walking in here. I feel like he's videoing me.
I'm
He is
videoing
videoing me.
for documenting my car business building.
He's gonna video.
Okay, so we're doing cold outreach. Okay, so we have a list here where we're gonna drop the cards. ChatGPT says coffee shops, auto parts stores, Toyota dealership, parking lot cars, hybrid heavy apartment complexes, gyms, libraries, bike shops, car wash, farmers market. Oh, large apartment complex bulletin boards. Auto parts, this is Google Gemini says auto parts store, gas station, diner, barbershop, grocery. I'm at a coffee shop and there's literally a board right there. And here's the cards. So we're gonna make a list of where to drop the cards. These aren't the best, but remember we're not spending any money as far as, like, no upfront money. I gotta prove the concept of money in with new customers. So I decided I'm gonna make some new business cards and get the phone just because I think it's worth the investment, because this may be a little bit longer than 30 days building. So we're going to some street called Alberta that has like a ton of coffee shops. So that was a really cool coffee shop, but I wasted a lot of time. And we have our first lead from the burner number. We got a 2007 Prius that won't start, and here's the video. So I'm gonna go home and get the jump box. I know pretty much what's wrong with this car. Probably needs a battery. And let's go do a response to this, like go see where they're at. Okay, so I'm back in the office, and I think it was a more effective use of time doing the digital advertisements. And I got a second phone hooked up, a second line hooked up. It only cost $25 to add it on to my AT&T one, and I maintain one single phone. So let's update the Craigslist ad, because I already got 2 calls on the Craigslist ad. So I think digital marketing is going to be the most effective. Okay, so we're at the end of the first day. We got our first call from Craigslist. We got a stranded Tacoma. So what I'm going to do is we're going to bring the power probe, the powerful scanner, the battery thing. He's got an error code for something, accelerator pedal, and thing pressed. So we're looking for. So I charged him $100. I told him 50% chance we can fix this, $100 diagnostic fee. But the problem is we're 23 minutes into driving, and I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna fix it. It has an error code for brake and accelerator pedal. The problem is it's also rush hour, so I'm going to be developing the listing to say not mobile mechanic, because I do not want to sit in meat grinder traffic. Okay, so diagnosed brake switch, probably the problem, so we're going to see if we can go get one.
Now turn right.
Okay, the truck went back into limp mode and I spent 2.5 hours, so lesson learned for the car repair business. I cannot take diag in the parking lot in the dark. We're trying to do like OEM easy brake stuff. I just don't have the margin. So I'm gonna be declining diagnostic work, or just setting like a 30-minute timer. If I can figure it out, charge them. If I can't figure it out, then no charging them. And this was kind of a bust, but it was also a learning lesson. 3 hours wasted on this, but it happens. And that's the end of day one for autos.